Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Yeah, change your future, starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you, and let me be crystal clear, leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of the coffin. You tried lifting the lid. The enormous weight prevents you from opening the lid. You then try banging on the lid, and maybe unsettle the dirt, and somebody will start digging their way down to help you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn for help. In reality, there are people probably standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind while you were abusing drugs and alcohol that you'll take something away that God gave you called life? Not just away from yourself, but from the people that count and need and love you most. Examples would be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, your children, your grandchildren. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be like the person that I'm reading about on these index cards that waited until it was too late to get help. Instead, pick up the phone and call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise you I will help you take your life back before your life is gone. People like Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis and I always tell folks like you, it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter where you've been. What matters is that you're here and you're looking for a good and pleasant and helpful and new today and a much brighter tomorrow. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy can be found at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geis can be called at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis and I will help take your life back. Folks, don't forget, at night, take your slippers off before you go to bed. Stick them way under your bed. In the morning, get on your knees and go and retrieve those slippers. While on your knees, do something that I call knee mail, K-N-E-E mail. That is your personal instant message, your personal telephone, your personal fax, your personal chat line with God. When you go on your knees, ask God for guidance and direction and mercy and forgiveness. Thank God for waterfalls and streams like I have back here that you are able to see because you were able to get up in the morning. Thank God for a home, clothing, husband, wife, children, food. When you're done speaking to God, which you should do each and every day, maybe around the same time as the best time when you're retrieving your slippers, utilize knee mail, K-N-E-E mail, and speak to God. Put on those slippers, roll your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and walk with God 24/7. I want to talk about the drunkest cities, or the top 20 drunkest cities in the U.S. A lot of people always think it's New York, but it's really not. Excessive drinking cost the United States $250 billion in 2014, according to a 2015 study from the Prevention of Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Center. The study estimated lost productivity and added health care costs associated with alcohol consumption. States report different drinking habits, as do metropolitan areas within each state. Binge drinking is defined by the CDC as consuming 4 or more drinks for women and 5 or more drinks for men during a single sitting. An organization defines heavy drinking as around 15 or more drinks consumed by men per week, and typically 8 or more for women. 24/7 Wall Street reviewed the metropolitan areas. The MSA reported the highest levels of binge and heavy drinking in each state. Dubuque leads Iowa and the nation with 30.8% of adults reporting binge or heavy drinking in the metropolitan area. Salt Lake City, where 12.6% of adults report such drinking habits, is the booziest city in Utah. Consuming excessive amounts of alcohol is associated with a range of health problems. 1 in 10 deaths among U.S. adults is due to excessive drinking, according to the CDC. Researchers at the organizations have found that excessive alcohol use is responsible for 2.5 million years of potential life loss annually, or an average of about 30 years of potential loss for each and every death. While the relationship between alcohol and use and negative health outcomes is widely accepted, drinking is only one of many factors that can affect the health of population. For this reason, many of the cities with the high rates of excessive alcohol consumption do not exhibit the negative consequences that might be expected to accompany binge and heavy drinking. For example, only slightly more than half of all cities with the highest rates of alcohol consumptions in each state reported an above average of years of life lost due to premature death. Of the 50 cities, 35 have higher than average shares of adults self-reporting as being in good health. The data does support the expected relationship between alcohol use and other negative outcome. Alcohol-related driving fatalities. Driving under the influence of alcohol has declined in recent years. In 2014, 10.9% of Americans reported driving after drinking alcohol at least once in the past year, down from 14.2% from 2010. While the trend is encouraging, cities with higher incidence of excessive drinking nonetheless tend to have more alcohol-related driving fatalities. In the 34 of 50 metro areas reviewed, the share of alcohol-related driving deaths exceeded the national share of 31%. In the metro areas with the highest heavy or binge drinking rate, in a majority of states, however, alcohol-related driving fatalities were more likely. In 34 of 50 metro areas reviewed, the share of alcohol-related driving deaths exceeded the national share of the original 31% we discussed. To identify the drunkest city in each state, 24/7 Wall Street reviewed the percentages of men and women who report binge or heavy drinking in each state's metro areas. Metro-level data was aggregated from the county-level data provided by County Health Rankings and Roadmaps, a Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and University of Wisconsin Population Health Institute joint program. Health outcomes including the number of potential life lost per 100,000 people due to premature death annually, and the percentage of adults who report fair or good health or fair or poor health was also aggregated from county-level data obtained from County Health Rankings and Roadmaps. All data are as of the most recent available year. These are the drunkest cities in each state. Now, I'm going to give you these and then 20 more. Due to data processing error, El Paso, Texas, and San Jose, Sunnyvale, and Santa Clara were identified as the metro areas with the highest rate of excessive drinking in each state, reported at 56.2% and 23.8% respectively. In fact, the El Paso metro area's excessive drinking rate is 17.9%. Corpus Christi, Texas is the city in Texas with the highest excessive drinking rate at 27.5%. Napa is the city in California with the highest excessive drinking of 23.7%. Now here are 20 of cities around the country with very high, starting with number 1, Appleton, Wisconsin. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Madison, Wisconsin. Fargo, North Dakota. La Crosse, Unalaska, Wisconsin. Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Ames, Iowa. Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Mankato, North Mankato, Minnesota. Warsaw, Wisconsin. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Missoula, Montana. Grand Forks, North Dakota. Racine, Wisconsin. Janesville, Beloit, Wisconsin. Milwaukee, Waukesha, West Allis, Wisconsin. Lincoln, Nebraska, I should say. Iowa City, Iowa. And Corvallis, Oregon. What is the pattern, folks, that you just saw there? Wisconsin, all the northern states, are the highest in the country. What shocks me more than anything is that Alaska wasn't listed on there. None of the cities in Alaska was listed on there. And I'm sure maybe with more updated data that we receive by next year, maybe things will change. But I noticed Wisconsin and Iowa were amongst the highest in the country when it comes to binge drinking. Don't let binge drinking take over your life, folks. Remember, if you're drinking 15 drinks a week, a week, 7 days. That's binge drinking. Isn't it time to change your life today? Isn't it time to reach out and save yourself? Believe me, I know what it's like to binge drink. I've been there. I've done it. I'm so glad it's behind me for years now. I don't miss waking up with hangovers. I don't miss waking up with lack of memory from the night before. I don't miss waking up with people mad at me. What I look forward to each and every day is what's behind me. Waterfalls and streams, the sunshine, even rain, even birds chirping. That's what I look forward to, because just like that, your life can be gone if you continue to binge drink. Don't be a statistic. Definitely if you have drinking issues, don't move to one of those cities. Wisconsin seems like the worst state to move to, especially if you're an alcoholic. Isn't it time for you to change your life today? Reach out to me, 844-405-HELP, and I promise you, I will help you take your life back before your life is gone. May God bless you.
Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. No prayer too small. God hears them
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. The show is over, but your life starts today. Taking back your life's the only way. Keep faith, stay positive, push through. Take back your life, it starts with you. Alcohol and drugs can't control your life. Let go of the negative and the strife. Ralf Friedrichs is the man guiding your way. The show is over, but your life starts today. Call Ralf Friedrichs at 1-844-405-HELP. That's 1-844-405-HELP. We hope you love the show today and tune in next time. Take back your life today show with Ralf Friedrichs.